Start recording. Start my timer. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daniel Snyder. This will be my case study analysis presentation. I will be going over the background of the Equifax breach of 2017, the human lens, legal lens, ethical lens, a conclusion involving my analysis of the whole breach, and the last page will be the references. So my topic is the Equifax breach of 2017. Of course, everyone knows Equifax is a major credit reporting agency. What is that? According to the FCRA, Federal Credit Reporting Agency, a credit reporting agency is any legal entity, such as a company or a person who reports or collects your credit information. So they're one of the major three. The other two are TransUnion and Experian. What they essentially do is they report or collect your credit information, which means they store personable identifiable information, or PII. In the security world, we all call it PII. That could range from anywhere from street addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, credit numbers, credit reports, expiration dates, all sorts of stuff that link back to you. So what happened during the breach was that an attacker found a vulnerability on their online dispute portal. That's where you would go in. If you found any discrepancies on your credit report, you put it in there, and Equifax initiates an investigation. So they were found that vulnerability, were able to get unauthorized access for 76 days. They had access to their network, 76 days. And during those 76 days, they stole 145.5 million consumers' PII. When we go into the human lens, this is what had happened. The US CERT team, or Computer Emergency Readiness team, found the vulnerability on their online dispute for 2 days before the attack. So 2 days before the attack, they had found it, but it wasn't patched. There was an email notification that went out, but the system admins never got it. Also, when the attack was found and the investigation was ran, they also noticed that their digital certificate for their network monitoring tool, specifically the feature that monitors all the network traffic, was disabled. Why was it disabled? Because their digital certificate was expired for 10 months. Also, they noticed that their databases were not configured properly because certain databases had access to other sensitive information from other databases. So once you gain access to one database, you can possibly get access to another database. When it comes to the legal lens, once the attack was found, they initiated an investigation. Any people found that they had their information stolen, they were notified. Also, DHA, Department of Homeland Security, notified them, asking to help them and support them. Equifax denied them because they were using third-party services. Probably not the best reasoning, because the DHS is the main entity when it comes to major cybersecurity incidents. Also, Equifax has contracts with a bunch of other agencies, Social Security Administration and the U.S. Postal Services. Within those contracts, nowhere was it written that they were to immediately notify them in the case of a major security breach. If it was me, I would definitely have that in there so they can, the other agencies can mitigate or mitigate the damage that came from said major security incidents. When it comes to the ethical lens, the decisions that were involved were probably questionable. The big one was that they did not notify the CEO of Equifax immediately. What they did was that they found their vulnerability, saw the attack, initiated the investigation, shut down the portal, and then a day later, they notified the CEO. If I'm the boss, I need to know what's happening when it comes to a major security incident right away. Not yesterday, not 24 hours, not 2 hours, right then and there. Hey, there's a major security breach. We have initiated our incident plan. This is what's going on with it, and this is what we're doing to solve it. So, in conclusion, could have the breach been avoided or mitigated? Absolutely. So what happened was, once the vulnerability was found by the US CERT team, an email was sent out to the system admins. but the system admins never got that email due to the fact that their email listing that the US CERT team had was outdated. Also, it could have been mitigated. Why? Because they had an expired cert. Now, if they didn't have an expired cert, their network monitoring tool would have been working properly and then would have noticed that 9,000 inquiries of PII over the network were being sent, and it would have flagged their system, told the system admins or network admins, and they would have shut down that IP address. And then they would have at least mitigated the damage coming from the hackers. So with that being said, all they needed to do was rework some administrative policies and procedures, and none of this would have happened. Simple email Outlook calendar reminder saying that, hey, you need to check your digital certificates. Also, when people are hired or fired or moved around, email listings need to be updated properly and sent out to the appropriate agencies, so that they know who to contact in cases of emergency or questions or whatever have you. So all of this could have been avoided by receiving a simple email. When I've noticed this and read the report by the Government Accountability Office, and when it comes down to the root cause is an email notification not getting out to the right people. That's it. That would have avoided 145.5 million people's PII being stolen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video presentation. Here's some references. Highly suggest reading that USGAO report of the Equifax breach. It's a very good read, and I hope you all learned something. Thank you for your time.